What's up, Heroscapers? Thanks for tuning in to A Hero's Escape, your place for all things Heroscape. Today I'm doing something that I have never done in my entire life, which is creating custom Heroscape units for the first time. In this video, I'm going to show my process of creating the custom units and explain what exactly I'm going to be doing with them. Roll the intro. Hey guys, if you're new to this channel, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I post new Heroscape content every single day. So for this video, I'm creating these custom Heroscape units, my first ever, and I'm doing it based on the popular video game God of War. So I'm actually going to be creating Kratos and Atreus as Heroscape units, and I am going to do this so that for a future video I'm working on, I want to actually recreate God of War as a board game using Heroscape. So I have to create Atreus and Kratos to be the characters for the game. Before we get into it, I'm going to just throw out a little ad here for my fantasy novel, The Price of Renewal. It's gotten great reviews and it's available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, and ebook for only $5. Also, here's a quick little ad from our sponsor, A Hero's Escape. Hey guys, sorry to pause the video, but I've got to show off the first ever A Hero's Escape t-shirt. For $15, this t-shirt can be yours, so you can represent the channel and your love for this awesome game. Just click the link in the description or in the About section of my YouTube channel to take you to the merch store, where you can get this awesome t-shirt along with a sweatshirt and bar glasses and a wall print, all with the same digital painting that I did in a previous video. So definitely go and check it out, and I appreciate all the support. Alright, so to do this process, I was first looking through my Heroscape miniatures to see if I had anything that would resemble Kratos or be a good representation of Kratos for these miniatures, and I did not. So I decided I was going to have to go online and try to find a 3D printed miniature that I could order, since I don't have a 3D printer, that looks and resembles Kratos. So the one that I found, I actually found it on Etsy. I'll give you the exact name here. Let's see. Okay, so the exact name of the miniature I found is, I think on here it has it set as Thrakos, the Doric Phantom, but it's obviously supposed to be Kratos. That's a no-brainer. But this miniature is made by Diminutive Dimension on Etsy. They're very well reviewed, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the miniature as well. I'll show it off here. This is the Kratos miniature, and then as far as Atreus goes, I could not find a good Atreus miniature on the internet. There were a few options on Etsy and on eBay, but I just didn't like the look of them. But I actually had some old D&D miniatures sitting around that I had gotten from some guy that was just selling them at one of the local game stores. And this is just a young boy carrying a bucket. So I figured, okay, that'll be Atreus. That's perfect. He's even doing chores just like Kratos makes him do. And so I thought it was fitting, although he's quite a bit shorter than Atreus probably would be proportionately to Kratos here, but it'll do the trick. From this point on, it was just a matter of me painting. So I already had these primed, as you guys can see. I used yellow primer, but now I have to go ahead and paint them up. So I'll do a quick little time lapse for you guys, put some good music on. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get rolling with designing the unit cards. Alright, so I am now going to be designing the army card for Kratos. I've chosen Jandar as the Valkyrie General because I feel that he has Viking warriors in his army, and in the new God of War, which this is based on, Kratos is in Midgard, like the Viking world with the Viking gods and all that. So it just kind of made sense. So I'll be using Jandar for both Kratos and for Atreus. I did think about Einar as a possibility because of the old God of War games and the Greek influence. Einar, of course, has Spartan warriors and things like that. So that sort of made some sense. But okay, so what I have to do here now, I got this blank card from Heroscapers.com. I literally just looked up blank Heroscape cards, and this first link on Google on Heroscapers will take you right there. I know it's not all showing on my screen, but now I need to go ahead and find a good image of Kratos. So what's going to be our best image? This one's pretty good, but it's a very small image. But that one could work. I definitely want, although this one's more of an action pose, which is kind of cool as well. I also wonder if I need to do something here. This might be a challenge to fit this in properly. I might need to use GIMP to adjust the image a bit. Okay, we're going to do this one. So this is what I'm using. We're going to see if the background remover website will work for this. Here's a little pro tip. I use this website for all my thumbnails. It's very helpful. Okay, so now it's not going to be enough to just put him in there because he's not going to fit around this the right way, but let's just do it real quick to see how it might look. Okay, here he is. Oh, but he's all cut off. Maybe that's not such a bad thing, though. Because actually, that does fit pretty well. If I just need to cut some things off. So probably, okay, I'm gonna use GIMP real quick to see if I can adjust that. Okay guys, so I tried to do that in GIMP. Let's see how well it worked. I just kind of eyeballed it, so it might not be exact, but we're gonna give it a shot here. So if we place him, so we can make him a little bit bigger. That might be as close as I'm gonna get it, so I'm not gonna keep trying. But now we have to do this little section over here, which is the targeting spot. So this is pretty tricky because the figure itself is not the same pose as this image that we have here, but we're gonna just make do with what we have. Actually, no, we'll use something else. Let's find a different Kratos image. Maybe I can even find an image of the specific miniature that I ordered. Drag it into here, and then super saturate it, and pretty much try to make it all black. So let's see. Where do I do that? Brightness maybe. Oh, but actually I want it all red, truly. Vibrance, okay, now we're talking. That's looking pretty red. This might be the best we're gonna get it, right about here. It's a little pink, so is that red? I think that's pretty close to red. Okay, so we're going to drag that. Oh, my bad. Oh, I ruined it. Let's hope. Oh god, this is going to go into here. We need our green dot, so we need a circle. Grab that, drag it in, make it green. Okay, here's our line of our sight point. but because of how we're going to have to really adjust the size on this. So that is our sight point right there. Now, the next part is going to be a little bit tricky because I need the weapon to be gray because he cannot be hit on the weapon. So here's a good gray color, and well, yeah, this is going to be a little tough. So we need this really small. And actually, I could use my drawing tablet for this. That would make the job quite a bit easier. And that would maybe be for the best. Alright. That's pretty good, actually. That turned out pretty good. So now we gotta fill out the card. Kratos. There we go. I'm gonna make that bold because it's a little small. But there is Kratos. So let's do that. 5 goes right there. Then we add another text box. Let's say Kratos can move. Well, probably 5 makes sense for that as well. So there's that. His range is 1 unless using a special ability, which we'll get to in a bit. So we just are gonna make that 1. Yeah, we'll say like 4 attack and like 3 defense. Because for this video, I'm gonna be doing just the beginning of the game. The very beginning. Up until when he fights the troll giant thing. Okay, and for points, well, he's probably going to be worth a lot more than Sir Denric. Maybe 150 to 200 points would be good. In the comments, please let me know what you think would be a fair point value for this hero. I'm going to say 175. Once you see the finished result, I would like for some of my subscribers that are a little more knowledgeable about this stuff to let me know their opinions on the point value, because I'm not too sure personally how to gauge that. It's pretty tricky. Okay, and now we have our attributes area. So if we're to pull this up as a reference, Sir Denric, he's a human, while Kratos, a demigod, because that is per the lore. Alright, demigod. Now, as far as his size goes, well, he's probably, if Sir Denric is a medium 5, how about Sergeant Drake Alexander? Sergeant Drake Alexander is a medium 5 as well. I feel like Kratos might be like a medium 6. Oh, I guess this is based on how many spaces high they are. That's what I should check. Alright, my miniature is pretty much the same scale as Sergeant Drake Alexander. He's just in an action pose, which puts him up a bit higher. So I think medium 5 makes sense because he looks... I mean, his head, his torso, everything looks proportionately just about the same. So we're going to say medium 5 there. He's not valiant. Okay, well, next up, okay, unique hero, yep. Okay, and then we have warrior. Lastly, we have relentless. And yeah, I think that does make sense, and that also means that some of the other Heroscape units, like, I don't know the exact examples off the top of my head. I think it's Kosumet, maybe, buffs relentless. So we get a little bit of synergy here with some other guys then if we want to use him in a Heroscape match. So now we go on to the abilities, and I have a few ideas for the abilities here. First up is going to be, well, probably axe throw. And then we need to fill out that. So that's basically going to be, instead of a normal, so range 5, attack 3. Okay. Instead of a normal attack, Kratos may use axe throw special attack. It's actually going to be attack 2, we're going to say. No, well, attack 3 makes sense. And that's just all there is to it. I don't know if I need to write anything else because it's range 5, attack 3. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? We'll say dodge roll, because he can dodge roll in the game. So here's the next one, and let's see, we need a font of 7. By a special attack. Nah, just any attack. Okay. When attacked by a special attack, roll a d20. Or a 20-sided die. Everyone knows what it is. If a 1 through 11 is rolled, nah, let's do 1 through 12. If 1 through 12, let's do 1 through 13. If 1 through 13 is rolled, roll defense dice normally. If a 14 through 20 is rolled, ignore all damage, ignore all skulls rolled by attacker, and instantly move 1 space without breaking engagement. So, like, without rolling. Yeah, so, like, without rolling, without moving, you have to stay adjacent, basically. People in the comments will have to let me know, like, better ways to word this, but that's my idea there. Dodge roll, and now we will have shield. I don't know the name of the shield, just like the others, and this is guardian shield. I know this is going to be a lot of text, but he's got a lot of things, so it makes sense. Okay, I don't know the proper way to word this one, but I have an idea. So here we go. And this needs to be aligned left. And then in place of an attack, Kratos may declare use of guardian shield. Sure, that's how we'll say it. When this is done, roll 2 extra attack dice on next attack. I don't know. I'm not wording this the way that it would be officially worded, I know, but that's a little tricky. So, okay, the last ability I want to add is called Boy, which is very fitting. And this is because we are going to have an Atreus figure as well. So for this one, basically, After moving and before attacking, Kratos may use boy. When this is done, Atreus uses Talon Bow, yeah, against an enemy engaged with Kratos. Alright. So there is our custom Kratos unit. We're gonna go ahead and save that and download. And then I have to move on to Atreus. Okay, so we are going to use, what was that? It was 5 wide and 4.5 tall in inches. We start filling in the text. So Atreus is going to have like one life, but that will come into play more later, as he is going to have an ability, Undying, which will be special just for him, because in the game he can't die. Move 5 or maybe even 6. He moves pretty well, but we'll just say 5. Range will be 6 or 7. We'll say 6. The attack will be 2. And the defense will be 2 as well. Well, I guess we can say 3 defense. He will be worth 100 points. And once again, you guys will have to let me know in the comments how I can make this more like balanced with Heroscape, or what the point value should be, etc., so that it can be played in Heroscape stuff. So Atreus is a god, correct? I believe he's Loki. I haven't gotten that far in the game, but I've saw that from somewhere. Makes sense. We'll change this to Godling, whatever that is. Definitely it means something a lot different in the Witcher games. So we're gonna say medium 3. Okay, moving on to his abilities. We have Undying. And that will be Atreus does not die. Unless in a normal game of Heroscape. We'll just say in a normal game to bypass. Well, I'm using Heroscape cards, so, you know, of Heroscape. Atreus does not die unless in a normal game of Heroscape. That's just for clarification. So this ability does not matter in a normal game of Heroscape. No, you know what? We will let him die. Yeah. So he will die. Atreus, at the beginning of each round, if Atreus is dead, roll roll a d20. If 1 through... Now this guy, I mean, he doesn't die in the game, so he's got to resurrect pretty easily. If 1 through 13 is rolled, Atreus remains dead. If 14 through 20 is rolled, place Atreus on the board adjacent to a friendly unique hero. There we go. And then the next ability will be Choke, which is just going to be range 1 attack, I don't know, 4 5 3 4 attack 3, range 1 attack 3, instead of using a normal attack. I don't know, Atreus may use choke. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. Next up, we will have, I'm just going to call it summon special attack. I did his little waist wrap thing. I did it in the inverse colors on accident, but oh well. Okay, summon special attack. Instead of once per round, instead of a normal attack, Atreus may use summon special attack. And that's going to be range 6 plus special. Target one enemy target one figure within 6 spaces and roll 4 attack dice. Next, target, I don't know the right way to word this. Like, I should read probably Memories or something. Okay, actually Zenithrax is the one I need. Okay. The first target of summon special attack must be within 6 spaces. Must be within a range of 6. You get the idea. Okay, after attacking with summon special attack, you may choose a figure that was adjacent to the defending figure that at the beginning of that attack. Rolling 1 fewer attack die. And beginning of that attack and attack that chosen figure with summon special attack. Rolling 1 fewer attack die. You may continue attacking with summon special attack in this manner, rolling 1 fewer die than the previous attack up to a total of 4 attacks. A figure can be attacked more than once with this one, so this is a different situation. Okay, so that's that. That is so wordy. It's awful. But there's Atreus. Okay, we're all set. Alright guys, and there we have it. Thank you so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and go check out on my channel. I have another video where I recreated Sekiro as a board game, and that's sort of the style in which the God of War video is going to be when that comes out, but it'll be much better than the Sekiro one. But here is our finished painted miniatures of Kratos and Atreus. And these will be the stars of that video when it comes out. Thank you so much for watching and for all the support, guys. We are over 300 subscribers now. The community is growing and people are in the Discord channel interacting, and I've got the merch store up. You can check that out in the description or in the About section of my YouTube channel. But I'll see you guys in the next video.